Hey guys, welcome back to Fourth Wall Reactions. Today it's time for more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm in season 2 and this is episode 12. Last time some major shenanigans were going down with Mac and Bobby. What the hell? Raina is literally bent out of shape over this change that has happened, not the way that she thought it was going to happen. Someone new named Gordon has hooked up with her. I don't know what kind of allegiances or alliances he has. Is he good chaotic? Is he neutral chaotic? I don't know. And S.H.I.E.L.D. effectively cut off all the heads of Hydra, except for Bakshi, who is in custody with Talbot, or is going to be in custody with Talbot. Fitz has confirmed that Skye has powers or alien DNA, or everything in her DNA, her genetic makeup has changed. So we're still not sure what that means, but she seems to have some sort of power. I don't know exactly what. I don't think we've seen Ward for a little while after he was shot. I smile. I'm hoping we get a status check on Ward and the May lookalike, Agent 33. So much is going on. So excited to see this one. Let's check it out.
¿Qué hizo?
Alright, Ward. Oh, no, not Ward. Oh! Sorry.
I must find Kava.
Sorry, I don't know who that is.
Hey!
Hey, leave her alone.
Pretty lady like you shouldn't be out here all
She
alone.
has a sword.
I can help you find Kava.
No, thank you. Apparently.
Who the hell are you?
I do not know.
Your Lady Sev. What? Holy Mother of God. Oh, jeez.
Not bad. But
Pretty
once
good.
I'm pinned, you should try for a finishing blow.
I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't want to try to hurt you. I'm afraid I'm going to go postal and tear your head off.
Go for it. I promise you won't.
Maybe Skye needs a break.
Training is not a group activity.
I'm fine, Fitz. Really.
Okay.
It would be pretty funny to see you and Fitz go out. Okay, I guess we're back on.
And not holding back.
Water.
Scalpel.
I wouldn't mind taking on some more responsibility.
Responsibility? Do you hear the words that just came out of your mouth?
Yeah, that sounded a bit strange, didn't it? Seems the thing that always came between us was your dedication to S.H.I.E.L.D. Now we're on the same team. It's simpler.
Are you?
A Blue Dot operative in Portugal phoned in. You should hear what he has to say. Oh, you'll want everyone on the bus for this.
Surprise visitor.
I hear from the Prime Minister's office I'm to hold this crazy lady here for you. I hold this crazy lady.
How did you subdue her?
She stayed willingly once I told her I found Kava and he was on his way to meet her.
Oh.
Oh,
Who's
but I'm not Kava.
I'm
Kava?
glad I'm not the one who has to tell her that. Pick up her sword from booking before you go.
So you are not Kava.
Son of Cole? See, we've worked together before.
I apologize, I do not remember.
You have no memory of who you are.
I know I am from Asgard,
Well, that's something.
but I do not remember my home there.
I'm sure a clue will turn up somewhere.
Twitter. Skye found it.
Of course she did. Woo! Hey.
That's me. I don't remember this.
Oh.
We know you were after him. Question is, what's
Why?
he after?
Yeah. I think he's coming. Hey!
Do not try and fight me.
What do you want from me?
Don't worry.
Ah! Ah!
You won't remember.
Oh!
We found a couple of other videos of the fight and we've been analyzing
No way
of anything new.
yeah, thanks. Until we get to here.
They're nicer to each other now.
I do very much enjoy that part.
I'll bet you do.
Something mechanical and she nailed it.
Judging by your clothes, we know you were undercover. Probably something you learned after your last visit here. Your usual full armor look is a little more conspicuous.
I'm a warrior,
A good one.
a great warrior.
It's just details that you're missing. You must remember things about your home world, right?
What about Thor?
Click.
Do not know this word, yet when you say it, I want to smile. Why?
Common.
You can explain the mysteries of the Asgardian brain.
I can.
Can't see any blood.
Shade out.
Fitz, isn't there some special light that finds blood?
Oh, the maid's still kind of like a Thor
So Matt and
fangirl.
Pi enjoying this? Oh!
I barely touched it, I swear.
Trust me, there is no universe on which I think you did that on your own. Turbo, what do you think?
Whatever came out of that guy's chest, I'm guessing it wasn't blood.
That's cool. Look at how cool that is.
Like a good mystery.
Você segue me chamando assim?
S.H.I.E.L.D é o meu nome? Wait, is that woman alright? What happened to her?
No memory.
Yet
You are a dangerous monster.
I
Aww.
am no monster. I am sometimes dangerous, but only toward those who are deserving.
Back off, buddy.
Actually, no, it's only toward those who are.
No, that was right.
Answer his question, elderly man.
Just tell us what you saw after they fought.
It was liquid nitrogen. The post was frozen solid and cracked. It must have been carrying a supply.
Only 7 intelligent species across the known realms require heightened levels of nitrogen gas, non-humanoid.
It's in there somewhere.
I learned this as a child, did you not?
Bobby, anything?
No.
Sir, we have
He's right there. Hey, Blue Man.
Do not want to fight me.
Oh! Ow! What the? Is that her or him?
The whole room was shaking. The gun in my hand exploded. I think we have to tell Coulson what's happening.
And I think Coulson would be
Gonna
okay.
Scour the web.
What the hell?
You talk to Hunter.
I did. He's thinking about sticking around. Maybe we should bring him on board.
No chance.
What?
The ship has sailed. You can't bring him in on this, baby.
What am I supposed to do? I can't bring
I
him
don't
in.
want him here in case he takes their side. He's
Their
a friend.
side.
I don't want him fighting against us.
He would never.
He loves you, and he probably will always love you. But I still think he might be capable of killing you. You remember what it felt like when our friends turned out to be Hydra.
We're not Hydra.
You remember how it felt. And he wasn't anywhere near here when we pulled the trigger on this thing.
On what thing?
I'd like to sit this one out, please.
You all right?
Yeah, just after my run-in with Blue Man Group, I still feel a little banged up, and I'm just worried I'm not going to be much help.
Have Simmons give you one more check while we're gone. Let's make sure there's nothing serious.
Okay.
I want to pinpoint exactly where this tree guy's going.
I wonder if, Lady Sif can sense something about her. Like she doesn't know because maybe, yeah. So.
Stay right there.
You will not stop me.
Want a bet?
Woo! Hello.
You do not ask the questions, Kree. You do not talk.
Actually,
Well, we need him.
we need him.
I can prove that I'm not a threat.
He needs a weapon to make a point.
My truncheon can restore her memory.
You do
Would
too.
that not be a gesture of my noble intentions? That only works when in my hand.
That's convenient.
It has a dial on the bottom. Sorry.
You back with us?
Yes, my memories have returned. I am Lady Sif of Asgard, friend of the S.H.I.E.L.D.
Perhaps you've heard the tale of Terra Genesis.
Ancient Kree descending on planets, altering the inhabitants to fight their war. Blue angels who fell from the sky. Eons ago, the Kree waged a very
That's
long
it.
war. We know these torturous experiments failed.
Not on Earth. Here we had to shut them down. This faction had built a city. They brought with them the diviners, which hold the crystals. Their plans were discovered and thwarted by the better of my kind. These transformed beings are abominations. I knew that I had to find the remainder of the diviners before another monstrosity occurred.
How many diviners are supposed to be in that crate?
Enough to create an army.
Oh! Oh!
Sir, the crate is empty.
And they are gone.
My worst fears come true.
Fizz, what is this?
Oh, no, don't. No.
Whose DNA is this?
It's a simulation that I created.
Fizz, this is uncanny. The precision, the detail, it reads as real.
Yeah, it's just a simulation.
It's not the best liar.
We must find the...
So someone was transformed. A Kree slave warrior created. Have you put it down? What do you know of her?
We don't know much about Raina's transformation.
You were there. What did you see? I didn't. I mean, nothing.
But buried inside you,
Uh-oh.
you must understand these creatures are weapons. Abominations, even if they don't know.
She's not. Oh, no. Go calm her down.
Son of Cold, what is this?
Every time she calls him Son of Coal.
Sky, what's doing this?
It's me.
I know.
Oh!
Hand her over.
We will do no such thing.
The weapon has been activated. It needs to be eliminated before it hurts someone.
Hey!
Sky is not a weapon.
Imagine what will happen if your powers grow. It may not stop at breaking glass. You could bring down buildings, tear continents apart.
I can get a handle on it.
That's not what you were designed for. You were designed to destroy, which is why you must be put down.
Yeah, well, that
Oh,
sounds an awful
God.
lot like killing to me.
Sky, let's go.
Fitz, we need Bambino. You want her, you go through me.
What's going on?
Gemma, I'm so sorry.
Me and you.
Well,
This is for the protection of your people.
Enough!
oh, hey! Manhandling Phil is not okay. It's never okay.
This is not your fight.
Kinda is now.
Oh! Oh, oh, it's gonna go bad. Oh!
You must really love fighting.
Love fighting? No. You're coming after one of my people, so I'm willing to fight.
That's noble. Stupid, but noble.
Taking it into the lab. There you go.
I can't make it stop.
You will control your emotions, just like we practiced.
May knows about this. Jeez.
Release the girl.
You knew you couldn't stop me. So what was the point?
You just want to eat it?
Woo! Oh!
Faye,
Oh!
she'll
Oh!
get through.
Come on.
Sky.
Is that an icer?
She wants to get better. If you take her away from the people she loves, she'll only get worse.
Should probably focus their efforts on Raina instead. Just a thought. There you go. She's back to herself.
Leaving Sky with you. It carries real danger. I want you to understand that.
I do. We'll help her through it.
Have we arrived yet? This does not seem familiar.
No, this is not your home planet. Lady Sif will take you from here.
I apologize for my Forgetfulness. You have been very kind.
Sure, man.
Why is my hand not blue?
You are in disguise from the people pursuing you, remember?
Right.
No.
I will keep watch.
There are other diviners, but we flooded the city so no one can activate them. We'll take every precaution.
Best of luck, son of God.
Thank you.
Every time. Oh, I still love her even if she tried to take out Sky.
Heimdall, open the Bifrost.
Woo! Oh.
Not a lot of laughs, that one. When I say that about somebody,
You agree with her,
most of the time I believe what I see.
but
You died. You were brought back with a map to a city encoded in your DNA. Last week, we took her to that city. Wherever Sky goes.
Death follows.
Wreck.
I really feel that I could have been a bit more forthright.
You lied to me.
Could you blame me the way you were going on about Reyna, that she's a plague to be eradicated? I mean,
Sky is my friend. She's different.
oh yeah, like I was your friend and then I changed. How did you handle that?
Oh.
Clearly,
Oh.
secrets don't help any of us. Sky should have just come clean.
We should be protecting her.
We're the ones that need protection from her.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Are you gonna lock yourself away? And that is not a long-term solution.
Let's talk.
Hey, what's going on?
You and Bobby, what's up?
I don't know what you're talking
No, I know you're keeping something from me. I know there's no support group.
Hunter, listen.
Who's backup? Bobby mentioned it to you in the hallway. Who is backup?
Well, that's
Matt. Well, all right, so that was episode 12 of season 2, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I have sort of confirmation that Bobby and Mac are not Hydra. I pretty much figured they weren't, and yet I have no idea what they're up to. But they're obviously not, it's not just the two of them. What Hunter said, they're calling for backup. There's some sort of, are they working for Talbot? They're working for the government? Are they an offshoot of S.H.I.E.L.D? Somebody's upset that Fury gave the job of rebuilding S.H.I.E.L.D to Coulson and they're trying to undermine it or challenge it? I don't know. I should probably just let it unfold because I could really just keep speculating and I'm probably not going to get it right. So I will just let that unfold, but at least to have that information. I mean, they're not Hydra. They say they're not Hydra. I don't feel like they are. Why would they lie to themselves in that scene? They were the only two people in that scene, so they say they're not Hydra, then they are not Hydra. I feel like this episode had a lot of reveals. Even if there aren't a whole lot of answers, like the Bobby and Max situation, there are not a whole lot of answers, but there are a lot of reveals. So they're not Hydra. And then the Kree warrior, I was going crazy trying to place the actor who was playing the Kree. It's Eddie McClintock. That's who it is. But the Kree who was there dropped a lot of knowledge on what this all meant. I figured Blue Angels that fell from the sky or came from the sky, I figured that referred to Kree. I don't know how or why, but we got that this episode. They wanted to use humans and create soldiers from them, which I'm guessing would kind of be more like what Mac was, perhaps. Maybe it manifests differently, because certainly, like, Reyna's manifested outwardly. I mean, she also has strength and viciousness. Mac had glowy eyes, and but he didn't go through that process. So I don't know what that whole Mac thing was back at the temple. It is not the same as what happened to Reyna and Sky. So Reyna and Sky went through some kind of metamorphosis. The Kree were alerted and sent this guy to come and shut it down. Allegedly. I always love seeing Lady Sif. I actually don't know why Thor does not see her. She's a magnificent lady warrior. I don't get why Jane instead of Lady Sif. Does anyone else feel that way? But okay. But I always enjoy a good Lady Sif episode or story. They can bring her back anytime. I think she's awesome. And I liked actually the twist of her not knowing, because it created a whole other layer of a mystery of how, not just, I think if she had her memory, it would have been a little straightforward. And I really like how it put everybody in a position of trying to figure out what the hell was going on. So that was a really clever way of telling this story. And a clever way of subduing the Kree by using his own thing, what do you call it? Truncheon! That's what it was, truncheon! Yes, using his own weapon against him was both smart and entertaining. Normally, I am not a big fan of lies and secrets, but I do think I'm totally on Fitz's side in this instance, because, he knew how everyone was, and he knew what everyone's thinking would be. Did he fairly judge what Gemma's response would be? He could only go on what she was saying. I think it was a little unfair when he went and made the comparison to what happened to Fitz himself. I do think that is why he is very sympathetic, or one of the reasons that he is very sympathetic to Skye, is that he knows what it is to go through a change and have people respond to him in a different way. It's definitely not the same thing, but just as far as how people relate to you goes. And I like that he is on her side. And I really felt certain that Coulson would be on Skye's side. He is dedicated to her, and his sticking up for her brought tears to my eyes. I always love when Coulson is like a surrogate dad to her. I don't know why. It's just so emotional. If you have to choose between dads, you choose between Coulson and Cal. You choose Coulson every time, right? I don't know Cal very well yet, but ooh. I do think it would have been really interesting to see Lady Sif and the Kree stick around to maybe help hunt Reyna. And that is an interesting angle of the story, because when she left with him and she was like, you're taking a real risk with Skye and da-da-da-da, which is not wrong. But they totally sort of overlooked the whole Reyna thing, unless they were thinking that this was only applicable to Skye. But Skye knows that Reyna changed. They all know Reyna changed. Simmons tried to shoot her. So yeah, that's interesting why it was so focused on just Skye towards the end. And not like, well, Reyna's still out there and she's still a threat. She's just as much of a threat, if not more. So Skye was not the only one who changed. So, I don't know. But yeah, I figured that Coulson would stick up for Skye and do everything within his power to keep her safe. And I think that May, even though she's very practical and she probably recognizes and agrees with Lady Sif, theoretically, I think she is also emotionally attached to Skye. And actually, I think that May can really help her get her emotions under control. And that's what they were doing before. So I don't know the extent of Skye's powers or what she can do, or the extent of the power that is, the scope of it. I don't know. But I do feel like maybe it could at least be tempered. And May is the queen of controlling her emotions. and channeling them, not denying them or squishing them down, but channeling them in the right way. So I don't know. I just have this feeling that May could help with that. Fitz is on her side, as I said. Simmons, I don't know. I mean, I think that they are friends. I mean, Simmons has in the past been, distraught, like when Skye was shot, and she said that she could never imagine her life without her. So, I mean, I think Simmons is on her side, but I think the science part of it and that whole part of it, I don't know. I think emotionally she will mean well, but the scientist in her may go, this is, I don't know. I certainly don't think that Simmons would treat Skye like her attitude towards Raina. I certainly don't think that. And the other three, I wasn't surprised to hear Mac say it. I mean, he still has issues from what happened to him. He's really not here for any of the alien crap, as he says. So maybe whatever those three are doing. Well, I say three. I can't include Hunter since he knocked him out. It's interesting. I just don't know enough about what Bobby and Mac are trying to accomplish to say whether or not I think that Hunter would fit in with it or go along with it, or would he just be so mad that they lied to him about stuff? I'm not sure. I don't know the three of them well enough. And I think last season, I remember my last commentary, I said that, this was a little bit reminiscent of when they were trying to make you think that May was a traitor and that she was up to some shady stuff. But I think that May's character, even though it was only halfway through the first season, I think her character was so firmly established, it was very difficult for me to believe or buy that it was May who was committing some sort of, mutiny or treason. With these three, I don't know them well enough. I mean, I think Bobby has proven that she can be a really great double agent. So how sincere is she? I don't know. They have me guessing. But it was a really great episode. I was like seeing more from Asgard, and it does make sense that after this cataclysmic event happened that a Kree would pop up and be like, hey, we need to shut this down. Yeah, I really enjoyed the story, and I love the fact that we got more information. I don't know where all those diviners went, though. Maybe we'll find out someday. Alright guys, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching this one with me. If you enjoyed the reaction, please feel free to give it a like, a share, and a subscribe. Full reactions are on Patreon, and be sure to join me for the next episode. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye!